Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is Smackdown Live. We are of course only a few days away from Judgment Day, Smackdown Live exclusive pay-per-view. I know, it only feels like yesterday the WrestleMania happened, and with everything that has gone on, with confusion all over the air, how the hell are they going to be able to put a card together after the absolute chaos that was last week's Smackdown Live show? There is a lot to be explained, and that is why here tonight, instead of just trying to guess, trying to hope for stuff that's going to happen, we're going to get an answer here from Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon has said that because of what happened last week, and they just be in general chaos, the SmackDown committee rather, there are only going to be 4 matches here tonight. And that is because Shane McMahon needs to take time to explain everything. This is not something that can be tackled in one go, and he feels as if putting on a random match, as nice as it would be to see some of the faces, it's not going to sort out the problems that they have. Shane McMahon and the SmackDown committee have taken time, sat down, have gone through this, and have it planned for Judgment Day. And the matches we're going to see here tonight are going to exemplify some of that for Judgment Day. But like you said, only 4 matches will be on this card. With that being said, there is a main event to look forward to that'll be very strong indeed, and you see it right there. It is going to be Bobby Fish, the former WWE Champion, and the man looking to make it a 4th WWE Championship reign this Sunday against Kazuchika Okada, will take on the man who made his debut last week in this universe in a dramatic fashion. Katsuyori Shibata will face Bobby Fish here tonight. These two men well versatile in their strikes, and they are going to kick the hell out of each other in order to be victorious. What will happen here tonight in this episode of SmackDown Live? I don't know. It's chaotic, it seems, already on paper, and we can only guess from here on out. We're going to move on. And we're going to start things off, though, of course, with hearing from SmackDown committee member Shane McMahon. And here he is, making his way out. Shane McMahon heads towards the ring, and yeah, please explain. Just for all of us here, please have an explanation stored for us. We need something here, Shane. Desperately. We need something explained, and we need it stacked, or otherwise we're going to be running around with our heads just clean off our body heading into this Sunday. What have you got for Shane McMahon? Oh, please let us know. And as he introduces the crowd here to this episode of SmackDown Live, he wastes no time in getting into the turkey that has to be talked, and that is of course Judgment Day. It was chaos last week. Shane McMahon will make no doubt about that. However, there are matches to be made, and the first one that he wants to quickly announce here is for the Intercontinental Championship. Shinsuke Nakamura will face Finn Balor. Due to Nakamura, I imagine, of course, having been pinned at WrestleMania. On top of that, since we saw the huge debuts of the DCC and of course, the Gorillas of Destiny last week, we are going to be seeing them having matches on the pay-per-view as well, and he will talk about those in just a moment. Since the DCC was so intricate and so involved with wanting to take apart Jeff Hardy last week, well, they can face him here at Judgment Day. Chris Sabin will go one-on-one with Jeff Hardy. The Gorillas of Destiny, however, have to put their money where their mouth is. They've got War Machine. Oh, that is a big reveal right there regarding that. And he's not done there, it seems, in regards to what we also saw last week. Jinder Mahal wants his hands on Shibata again. He has desired another match, and so he will get it. As for the women's division, it will be a fatal 4-way match involving Nikki Cross, Paige, Becky Lynch, and an unknown 4th participant. Shane McMahon also there just saying that, of course, that 4th participant will make her debut here tonight, which should be exciting. And we will have a 6-man battle royal to determine the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship, involving AJ Styles, John Cena, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and yes, Bad Luck Fale. Is that everything that you needed to know? Well, Shane McMahon hopes so. He has gone through everything as quick as he can. So fast, in fact, I couldn't even keep up for his moment on the WWE Championship. But oh my God, that is Judgment Day sorted. Yeah, there was a lot to talk about there, and like I said, I didn't even get to finish it off. What he said, of course, was that we were starting off with the women's match. Gorillas of Destiny, we're going to be seeing them this Sunday facing War Machine. They're not going to be here tonight. The Intercontinental Championship matchup, Mahal Shibata, 6-man battle royal. and of course the WWE Championship matchup. Shane McMahon just went through all of those with such speed that, like I said, I couldn't even catch up with him. But nevertheless, we're going to be seeing that here now. Of course, Shane McMahon said it was going to be a fatal four-way for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. He said Nikki Cross, Paige, Becky Lynch. Nikki Cross and Paige, I imagine, because last week they were supposed to go one-on-one with each other, but then the Gorillas of Destiny showed up and kind of kicked that one out of the window. Becky Lynch is, of course, the SmackDown Live Women's Champion, as you see right there. But who is the fourth woman, I wonder? Who joins them? That's the answer. Right there. Making her main roster debut, fresh out of NXT. It's only Ember Moon. One of the founding faces of the NXT Women's Division, I think is the best way to put Ember Moon. Herself and Nikki Cross were involved in a vast number of back and forth battles with one another. A little bit of the rivalry that kick-started the NXT Women's Division. And now Ember Moon has made her main roster debut. I'm excited to see this. I really am. I'm glad Ember Moon is here. I mean, it's a tough loss for the NXT Women's Division, but she was struggling in her own right, and I think that this woman was even main roster ready. As far back as even, say, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn last year. And with all going on in NXT, with the talents that we see all over the place, I think this was the perfect time for Moon to make the jump. And here she is now on the SmackDown Live Women's roster. And no less, her first match on SmackDown Live is against the SmackDown Live Women's Champion, that woman right there, Becky Lynch. Ember Moon has a title match secured for this Sunday. But now, right here, right now, will go up against Becky Lynch. It's a great move by the SmackDown Live committee. I mean, they traded a lot away. Remember Cesaro, Kalisto, Summer Rae, I think was the other one. But certainly losing Cesaro in the confines of the draft seemed like a very tough loss to take. And they have kind of responded from in a strong way. The DCC and Ember Moon from NXT, whether or not they actually chose the DCC is unbeknownst to us. The Gorillas of Destiny as well. I mean, like they said, though, they aren't contracted to SmackDown, but they are here. Nevertheless, oh, wait. Becky Lynch. Oh, just clocking Ember Moon in the face there. But, yeah, it is a stronger SmackDown Live roster than what they had coming right out of the draft. And the supplemental draft that followed, you know, they losing such big names along the ways. The likes of course, Kenny Omega. Oh, what a pick. Roman Reigns. Sami Zayn, Kyle O'Reilly. Just to name a few. Of course, we're all incredibly tough losses to withstand, and the SmackDown Live roster has to keep on going, and we've seen it here. I mean, they've been able to put together this Judgment Day card, and I am excited in its own way to see where this goes. However, there's still some maybe potential other places for the SmackDown Live committee to look to. Do they look to more stars on the independent circuit? Do they look to NXT again? Or do they just leave it as is? Of course, I'm not a member of the SmackDown Live committee. I would not have the answer to that question. But anyway, what we are seeing right now, of course, is Ember Moon's debut here on SmackDown Live, and what an interesting move that one was, as she is going, of course, toe-to-toe with the SmackDown Live Women's Champion. She's holding her own thus far from the start. Has to be said, Becky Lynch is trying her best to fight back here, but in her own way is having some difficulty. In the corner we go once more. Went for another move in the turnbuckle, but Ember just stuffed it with that elbow. Northern Light suplex into a cover here. Trying to upset the champion just days before Judgment Day. Kick out. Ember Moon's going up to the top rope. No way, no way, no way. Oh, what a knee. Right in the chest of Becky Lynch. Lynch though moves out of the way. Tilt-a-whirl DDT. Again, they're connecting to Ember Moon. Paige and Nikki Cross. Got to be watching this one closely. aware that they have the night off here tonight, but at Judgment Day, they've got to go all out in order to become champion. Great counter by Ember Moon there to that spinning kick. Step up in Zaguri, and the champ goes down again. Lynch, in her own ways, struggling right now. Maybe the surprise element is something that has hugely benefited Ember Moon. She has to keep going, though, from that surprise and try and turn it into a big victory. Becky Lynch is the SmackDown Live Women's Champion for a reason. Overhead suplex connecting there on the money. Becky Lynch now starting to slow this one down a little bit, starting to make Ember Moon fight her own kind of matchup. Ember, though, quick to reverse. Let's see if she can come up with something big here. Oh, yes, she can! What a... I don't even know what the right term would be for that. It was a front flip into a lariat, nevertheless. Looking to put Becky Lynch away with it. Lynch, though, able to kick out at 2. Ember Moon keeps on fighting here, as does Becky Lynch, of course. Trying to find anything to cause a huge upset here to the SmackDown Live Women's Champion. This could be very problematic indeed for Becky Lynch if she can't find a reversal. She's up high with nowhere to go but down. Ember Moon with her inner clutches here. Superplex connected. Becky Lynch reeling from that one. Ember Moon may not have the energy herself to capitalize. Oh, wait, she's going up high. What does she have in store for us here? Calling Becky Lynch up to her feet. Ember Moon with the Eclipse to Becky Lynch. And into the cover. 1, 2. Ember Moon just beat Becky Lynch on her SmackDown Live debut. Think about what that means heading into Judgment Day. How does that change the game? Ember Moon, your winner over the champion. I mean, not only is that one hell of a debut, but think about what that means. That puts Ember Moon from not even being known of about 10 minutes ago to the favorite in this matchup in my eyes. You don't beat the champion and not become the favorite in that match. That's incredible. Genuinely astounded by that one. Wow. Ember Moon, your winner. Cross and Page may have to keep their eyes on this one and try and find a way to overcome Ember Moon, but a Becky Lynch that will have a vendetta for victory as well. Wowzers. We're going to move on to our next contest, though. We saw what happened last week when the DCC made their debut on SmackDown Live. They attacked their own member. Well, first they attacked Jeff Hardy, then Sabin turned on his own member, Bram. Bram wants retribution. He's going to get it here tonight. It is Bram and Chris Sabin up next. There's a great chance for vendetta here for Bram tonight as he makes his way out here. He knows what happened last week. He knows he was betrayed by one of his own. He was betrayed by the man who he thought was his leader. Left to the wolves, essentially. But now Bram has come out here for revenge, and you see the way Bram thinks about this. He has his eyes focused on this matchup. He has his eyes focused on Chris Sabin. In one fell swoop, that he was out of the DCC and left to fend for himself. Well, now it's the chance for Bram to show Sabin that he was stupid for letting him go. Now it's the chance for Sabin. Sabin just... The usual DCC graphics made their way onto the screen, and Sabin has already clocked Bram from behind and has jumped in the ring after him. This matchup is underway here, but This is heavily one-sided. Bram must have been attacked from behind, from something. Oh, the cradle shock from Chris Sabin. Bram was none the wiser. This was on its way. Chris Sabin, who's supposed to be fighting Jeff Hardy this Sunday at Judgment Day, has gone right after the man who he used to be associated with. Another cradle shock. Just driving Bram into the mat now. Oh my god, this is overkill. And then some. Sabin brings him up again. A third cradle shock. 1, 2, 3. Sabin just took care of his own personal business, and I worry that we won't see Bram around here again. Sabin destroyed Bram right then and right there, and he is in love with the fact that that just happened, but he better keep his eyes in the back of his head, because there's Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy from behind, getting revenge for last week. Acting on Sabin's first bite. Twist of fate. Sabin is in big time trouble right now. The DCC aren't here to protect him. Sabin wanted to do this one alone. Well, how brave are you feeling now, Chris Sabin? Was it bravery or stupidity that led to this happening? Jeff Hardy just pouncing on the chance here to go after Sabin. Hardy wants to keep going after Sabin, and then some. A prelude to this Sunday undergoing. Sabin with a quick counter, and Sabin runs for it. Sabin getting out of dodge, leaving Hardy until... Well, it seems the wild lifestyle of Smackdown Live never does close down, does it? It does continued on again here into this episode, just days before Judgment Day. The chaotic night ensues, and we just saw there that the DCC well and truly is done with Bram. But as for tonight, we focus on another matchup, The Miz against AJ Styles. And this could be great for The Miz here tonight as he makes his second match actually for SmackDown Live. I think his first one was representing them in a six-man battle royal last in the supplemental draft 2 weeks ago. Not the supplemental draft, sorry, the normal draft. Miz may not have a match scheduled for this Sunday, but a victory here tonight over AJ Styles would go a long way towards getting him somewhere close to that. Following, of course, Judgment Day would actually get him somewhere towards being a staple name of SmackDown Live. It would get him somewhere towards being having more focus on him than before. And I mean, you know, is he The Miz? Yes. Does he love the focus being on him at every passing moment there possibly is? You know that is true, and he would want that again here on SmackDown Live. However, to do that, he's going to have to beat AJ Styles here tonight and prove to everyone that he deserves to go ahead with being in more matches in the future. However, make no mistake about it, this is without a doubt one of the toughest opponents he could have asked for in his debut, and a man who, for as much of an issue as we had with him on ECW, I got to admit it was a huge loss to take. AJ Styles to SmackDown Live was an incredibly tough loss to endure. But the show must go on, and indeed it has done here. AJ Styles, of course, is in that six-man battle royal this Sunday with, as Shane McMahon said earlier in the night, John Cena, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and surprisingly, Bad Luck Fale as well, of course, the Gorillas of Destiny. So that would alleviate the fact that it's going to be the Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa who will be going at it in the tag match against War Machine. But that is not, of course, what we have to focus on here tonight. It is AJ Styles and The Miz what we have to focus on. This one could very well be interesting. How does The Miz overcome the onslaught of offense that AJ Styles does indeed bring to the table. How does he overcome the Phenomenal One? The A-lister against the Phenomenal One. Both men in their own ways think highly of themselves. And only one, though, of course, is going to be victorious. AJ Styles repping the blue on his SmackDown Live debut. Nice to see that. Styles going to start things off here. Collar elbow type. Going to try and catch Miz completely off guard here. Miz, though, showing that he has it in him to try and even counteract AJ Styles and head out the one with a little bit of advantage there. Pulling on the arm a little bit in that Fujiwara armbar position. AJ Styles knows it is going to take some doing to overcome the shenanigans of the Miz, and we just saw it there. Cheap shot. That's only going to cause more problems for the Miz going forward. Went for a big boot there. AJ Styles steps out of the way and just clocked the Miz with that shot. Look at this now by AJ Styles. The phenomenal blitz already coming into play there to bring the Miz down into the mat. Miz there with a brisk counter. Oh, but look at that kick in the gut. Just floored AJ Styles right away there, and a knee DDT is what plants him face first into the mat. That is going to hurt you no matter what, but a great bit of evasion there by AJ Styles. Oh, both men looked like they wanted to swing at each other, and that is smart by the Miz going after the knee of AJ. Takes away all that speed and even takes away some of AJ's springboard ability to go for a move along the lines of the phenomenal forearm and even the Styles Clash. Should AJ look for that instead? AJ, of course, cannot afford defeat before that Battle Royal this weekend. He needs a win badly. Because the number one contendership to the Intercontinental title is at place. Either facing Shinsuke Nakamura or Finn Balor. Coming out of that one. Oh, there's a huge running knee from The Miz. And The Miz is going to try and pull off that set upset on AJ Styles. Looking for skull-crushing finale, but AJ Styles just evaded. And the Phenomenal One really needs to start getting to work now if that was the case. Discus clothesline grounds The Miz there, and he keeps on going here. AJ Styles now, clothesline up and over the top rope. Miz is in trouble now. He's evoked something within AJ Styles. Oh, back suplex right down on that apron. Gotta give credit though, The Miz really starting to fight on here. Oh, electric chair on the outside. Styles' head may have hit the steel steps in some ways as well. Back in the ring we go now. These two men still with a lot to give in this one. This has been, I think, more competitive than AJ Styles was expecting. Miz has come out with some offense that I don't think any of us anticipated in some ways. We all saw this as a bit of an easy AJ Styles victory, but it has not been the case for the Phenomenal One. AJ Styles now. Fireman's carry into an elbow drop. Ingenious offense there. Styles seemed to have something in mind. Changed his mind there, and The Miz is not going to let him hit it either. That was a bit awkward for Styles, but he keeps on going here. Oh, look at that. That is incredible by Styles. Suplex floats over into a neck breaker, and as Miz gets up to his feet, AJ Styles, oh, phenomenal forearm to the back of The Miz's head. Didn't get all of it, but that was one hell of a leap to connect with. Styles now hoping that's the turning point to secure a victory for him. That phenomenal forearm absolutely clocked The Miz, and Styles is going to roll through. Into the calf crusher he goes, looking to try and make The Miz submit here. However, Miz ain't going to tap out that easy. May have looked for another knee DDT there, but Styles able to bring out a counter. Off the ropes comes The Miz. And the speed from AJ Styles just too much for him to withstand. AJ Styles now pulls himself up to his feet, looks to prop himself into position. There may be no escape for The Miz this time. He's facing the right way. Phenomenal forearm! Shout out to the referee for being in the way. There it is though. It clocked him in the face. The Miz had no escape for it. And that one should seal the deal. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles victorious. And that was, as I said, the victory that he needed. Heading into this Sunday, The Miz tested him in a way that I don't think AJ Styles was anticipating. But in the end, it was not enough to overcome the phenomenal one. AJ Styles is your winner. And will we be saying the same at the end of this Sunday with Orton, Cena, Owens, Rhodes and Fale in that ring? Can AJ Styles overcome them all and secure a date with destiny with either Finn Balor or Shinsuke Nakamura? We will find out when that time arrives, but as for right now, AJ Styles can celebrate a big-time win in his new home. I miss you, Styles, I will say it, but you had accomplished all that you were ever going to do on Smackdown Live, or ECW, so maybe bigger and better future for AJ Styles. But we're going to move on now to our main event of the evening. As I said, only 4 matches here tonight. Big main event on its way. Bobby Fish, the man looking to reclaim his WWE Championship this Sunday, goes one-on-one with Katsuyori Shibata. Let us get into this one. This is going to be very interesting indeed. Of course, I haven't had the chance to explain this. Oh, he's in the background. That's lovely. Of course, I haven't had the chance to explain this show, but the reason why Kazuchika Okada, the WWE Champion, is not here, but his opponent is because of the man that is behind Bobby Fish, Jinder Mahal. In his SmackDown Live debut, Mahal mercilessly attacked Kazuchika Okada, laid him on the back with 2 colossus onto the concrete flooring, and Okada was ruled out as a result of it. But this Sunday he will be in action. Whether or not he'll be 100% or not, we can't give the answer, but we can only estimate, and I would assume that he may well be. And even if he isn't 100%, that didn't stop Okada at WrestleMania, and it certainly did not stop him at the Royal Rumble. This is the man, of course, who will benefit the most from that being the case. Bobby Fish, who looks for WWE Championship number 4. Fish says WrestleMania, rather Paul Heyman says on behalf of Fish that WrestleMania was a fluke. But that shouldn't have happened, and it won't happen again. Fish believes he is reclaiming that title at Judgment Day. We'll see how much of that is true and how much of that is going to be a lie. But as for right now, he has to focus on the man who his newest associate, the man on the outside who stands there in that blue suit, is going to be facing. That is Katsuyori Shibata. It was a shocker and a half last week when he showed up and dismantled Jinder Mahal. Repeatedly kicked him in the head. And Shibata made his presence felt on SmackDown Live. And now in only his 2nd match on this brand, he goes one-on-one with the 3-time WWE Champion and arguably the most successful, and in a much more different argument, the strongest and the best talent on SmackDown Live. But Shibata will look to prove that he is even better than Fish, and that should Fish prove to be unsuccessful at Judgment Day, he's the one who is next in line for Okada. Shibata is fighting here tonight. You know, he's not fighting to aid Okada in any ways. He's not doing it for Okada. He is doing it for himself, really. He's got a point to prove. He is on SmackDown Live now. He is he is contracted to this brand. He has to show up. He has to be here. He is going to perform. And if you've ever seen a Shibata match in your lifetime before, you know just how he will perform. Fish looks on the outside, though. He seems unimpressed by what he is witnessing, but I'm pretty sure Shibata will know a way or 10 to shut up Bobby Fish, and hopefully all of them involve a kick in his face. The bell rings, and we are underway in this one. Between these two men, Shibata and Fish, one-on-one right now. Fish sent to the ropes there, comes back, but a collision between the two How does Fish tackle Shibata? Like I said in the build-up earlier on tonight, these two men in their own ways have similar offense. These two men in their own ways, as you are reminded that the battery is running low in something. They have their kicks, they have their versatile strikes, they have their speed factor, they have their merciless assaults that they are known for. But Fish has that ego to him that Shibata does not. Fish has that somewhat careless attitude when he wants to him that Shibata does not. And one thing that Shibata has that Fish does not is one of the most hard-hitting heads I've ever seen. When he hits a man in the face with that headbutt, you know it is going to do way too much damage. Fish, though, has to keep on fighting here to try and be victorious, to try and give him something to look for heading into this Sunday. Chairs being slid in the ring by Jinder Mahal right now. And the referee is being distracted by Jinder, but look at how Shibata tried to counteract this. He's gone to the apron, but oh, that chair shot right in the head of Shibata. He may have been up against the rope, but there was no way to defend himself from that one. Shibata was still dazed. I went on about how hard of a head he has, but does he have a head hard enough to withstand a brutal hit like that one? That was devastating. Right in the head, and that is exactly what Fish has closed in on. It assists in the fish hook, of course, but there is also something sadistic to Fish that wants him to keep on going after people in this manner, that wants him to keep attacking someone in the head. We saw it with Okada at WrestleMania. 4 fish hooks throughout that match, and more were attempted. But Shibata is going to try and deny there ever being a fish hook in this one, as he locks in the figure 4 and takes a page out of the book of Charlotte, transitioning into a figure 8. Fish fails his arms around enough to get to those ropes. This match has been very competitive right now. I think that is the, in some ways, do or die attitude that Bobby Fish is presenting about himself right now. This idea that, that he lost the title at WrestleMania, he has to get it back. He has to keep on fighting to win it back. And when that is the case, for as desperate as Fish gets, he really exercises the best of his ability. And we're seeing it right here with how he's handling Shibata, something that Jinder Mahal had no chance of doing last week. Suplex onto the knee, though, brainbuster onto the knee rather, and look at how Fish has just silenced Shibata's offense. And a constant atomic drops as well by the 3-time WWE champion. Bobby Fish, one of the faces of SmackDown Live, as much as I hate to admit it, and he is trying to prove that is the case right here. Trying to hone in on Shibata now. He's trying to outkick Shibata here, kicking those legs repeatedly. Didn't look like they had much strength in them, though. Shibata wants to show him what true power looks like. Shibata with a running lariat now, and another one. Fish swings wildly and misses. Scoop slam there, brings down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, the STO by Shibata. Clubbed him in the back, but Mahal is here. And the opponents this Sunday at Judgment Day getting in each other's faces now. And from behind, super kick in the gut now. Bobby Fish owes that one to Jinder Mahal, but look at how confident he is trying to act in this moment. Make no mistake about it, though, the loss was almost there for him. He's now just trying to strike Shibata back a little bit. Oh, what a neck breaker that one was, though. Into the cover, yes. Shibata's leg, though, underneath the ropes. Bobby Fish wants to try and close this out, but I haven't seen him attempt a fish hook yet to try and get that result. Maybe that is why. There's Shibata with a reversal. Oh, good God, look at those kicks. Lighting up Bobby Fish all over. And the champ gets a hesitation dropkick, rather, in the turnbuckle for his troubles. Shibata's going to look for it. Shibata's going to look for that devastating PK of his. Nowhere to go. Rolls through. PK! Lights up the chest of the 3-time champion. Into the cover, but Mahal with a distraction. Mahal taking care of the referee. Gave Fish the room that he needed to survive. And this one is continuing on here. Fish with a reversal. And the former champ looking for it again, but Shibata with a reversal. Fisherman suplex, and Bobby Fish is in huge trouble now. He may be calling upon Jinder Mahal once again. That distraction looked to almost come out in a perfect manner, but it didn't. But there's Fish with a fight back now. Collision between the two men. Oh, and the strength there from Shibata. Too much for the champ to withstand. From behind, though, again, Mahal distracts him. And oh, Fish will take full advantage of that. He doesn't need a second invitation to take full advantage of a situation like that one either. Short arm lariat out of the corner now. No pressure. And with Bobby Fish still in control, he has to try and finish off Shibata here. Shibata looks for something. Fish able to counter it. The longer this goes on, the more it does help for that man on the outside, Jinder Mahal, but the more manpower, essentially, Bobby Fish has to exert heading into this Sunday. He wants to be 100%. He wants to finish off Okada once and for all. He can't do that if he has to wrestle this long of a match against Shibata. Going after the legs now is the 3-time champion. That is smart. He knows his game plan there. It's taken him a little bit late to act on it, but maybe after taking some moves in this matchup and after the pain that has been exerted on both sides, they're going to be able to hurt that bit more. Now that the limbs have been worked over in this matchup, and again, Fish just rampant in his attacks on the leg now. And Fish will look for it once again. Here, Shibata, no response for it. Brainbuster onto the knee. Oh my God. No, this can't happen, please. Please don't let this be the case. Up on his shoulders now. No. Fish hook. Fish hook to Shibata. Oh my God. Oh my God, this isn't actually happening. Fish drags him into a position. He stands above him and he calls for it again. Shibata may well be out of it. Not again. A second fish hook to Shibata in a row. No idea of a cover. Fish just laid out Shibata twice. What the hell? He's not even looking for a cover. He goes back to his corner and he's commanding something from Jinder Mahal now. Mahal's grabbing the chair from earlier. Shibata's still down and defenseless in the ring. This match is still ongoing. Fish has snapped. He's lost it again. Forcing the referee out of the ring there. Shibata has no idea. And Fish now with chair shots raining down onto Shibata. And look at Mahal. Look at this man. Look at this pig begging for this chance. Jinder Mahal with steel chair in hand rains it down on Shibata ahead of this matchup this Sunday. This was a statement more than a match to Bobby Fish. Shibata's still down. They're going to go at him again. Okada's here to make the save. The champion sends them running away. He's come to the aid of Shibata here tonight. Okada saves the day, but this Sunday, this will all be settled between each and every man that has been involved in this. Make no mistake about it, the pay-per-view isn't called Judgment Day for a reason. This will all be settled. This will be finalized. This needs to be finished.